All right, let's see if we can create a slide deck like Gamma app, PowerPoint, Google Slides type app. I'm going to be using Base 44 today. So I've already got my prompt ready. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to go and paste that in right here. And then what I'm going to do is what I've been enjoying doing lately. So we've got our full app prompt in there. I'm going to go to this styling instructions and click on that. I've already tested out a couple of these. I don't think I've tried this one out, glass morphism. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one. So you're going to go ahead and add that in right there. And then we're going to go ahead and push go. And then Base 44 is going to go out and start building our app for us. And we'll be right back in just a minute. What Base 44 does is it takes this giant prompt that we've just put in here, or this whole bunch of information that we just put in here, right? So we're feeding it a ton of information of what we would like our app to be like, right? It takes all that information and then it has to gather it into a nice, tidy instruction. High level plan, we're going to create a brand kit management, upload and manage brand systems with token parsing, AI deck generator, create presentations that follow brand rules, template library, save and reuse, team templates, collaboration tools, team comments, and shared editing, multi-format export, download as a PowerPoint or a Google slide, and then an analytics dashboard, track generation metrics and template adoption. Then we have our design language. This is where the information about how we want the app to look, which is very important as well. It's very interesting. So what I believe it does is it does take all the information. It still has it kind of on the back burner and it's still reading from all that, but then it just kind of sums it up right here, the main things it needs to build. And then it's going to come down here and it's starting to build everything out. So editing brand kit entity, editing deck, editing templates, comments, layouts, dashboard, a stat card. So this one's actually a pretty big app that we're trying to build here. It's continuing to build this out. We'll be right back. Okay, so we did get an error, so we are fixing the entity imports. This is the largest app that I've ever tried to create inside of Base 44. We'll see if it can pull it off. Usually when you create an app, there's maybe 1 to 5 major entity components. And we're looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So about 20 massive entity components that it's actually trying to create. Now it's editing these and so forth. We haven't hit in the preview yet. I want to see if it can build an app like this massive. If I can create this in one go. If not, we might have to retry and simplify. Let's go and throw this in. Sonnet 4.5 just released like yesterday or today, September 30th, 2025. Let's try Sonnet 4.5 and see what it can do for us. And then let's also try Claude and we'll try the same prompt, but we will try Opus 4.1 and we'll throw that in as well and paste that in. And we'll come back and see what these two versions can do. So we're going to try one more time at Base 44. I don't think it's going to be able to handle this. I just think it's too much. This app, I've been building apps and they work really good, but you can't have one coming out of the gate swinging this massive of a prompt. I just wanted to test that out and see what we could do, but I know what we can do. We can go and recreate this. I'm going to give it one more last chance, and if we can't load, we haven't been able to preview the actual tool, but we can still build one. We'll just have to go and refine our prompt for this. This is what you're probably going to get with a lot of builders like Lovable, Base 44, and there's a bunch of them out now. Seems like every single day there's 10 or 20 of these apps coming out. One of the reasons I like Base 44 is that we know it's worth a lot of money. We know that it's funded with $80 million is what it was purchased for. So a lot of those other apps, I mean, there's people are just building and they're not going to be as capable. There's a larger learning curve with the other apps as well, like Lovable and so forth. You've got to be able to hook everything up kind of externally, but we'll see what it ends up. Okay, so it finally fixed itself is what it looks like. Let that load for a minute. Let's go see what we have with Claude going on here. All right, so here's what this would look like with 4.5 Claude. We've got our brand kit and so forth. That's what that part looks like. And then you've got these other components right here. Let's go see what this one created for us, which was the Opus, I believe. Okay, so now we know that Base 44 cannot handle this giant app on the first go around. What we're going to do is make a much simpler, well-rounded prompt. I think there was confusion as well. Okay, so let's try this out. We're going to go with styling options. We're going to come down here, apply style, and we are testing things out. Other people, they just have a perfect video for you, but not me. I am actually testing in front of you guys to see what we can come up with. So we were able to come up with this prompt right here, which is much simpler, much smaller. And I believe that base 44 is going to be able to create this much better for us. So we'll come right back. So you can see this is now the prompt, a lot shorter, simple language. We're really just focusing on the MVP. And this right here is just the style, how we want them to create. This is actually the prompt right here. That's it. And we really just want people to be able to select between a 16:9, a 4:3, and be able to create between 1 to 50 slides. And this is our brand deck MVP, right? We're just going to be able to create slides. Let's see if it can create this app for us. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. This is what I was able to create. You can see the timestamp. I mean, that only took about 2 minutes. It looks like as long as you, and this is normal, it usually has a couple fixes that it identifies right off the bat. You can see that we had 20 different entities. This is still more entities than I thought, but we're looking at 10 major things, not 20. Looks like we were able to get, we can change the color of this. You're looking at like a pink purple gradient type color. It looks really cool, but you could definitely change these main colors like no problem. But you can see how it actually is changing. The gradient kind of moves and it's dynamic and so forth, which is super cool. Since we see this thinking right over here as you're using base 44, we need to wait and let it finish its thoughts and update this. We'll come back before we actually test the app out. Okay, so let's try our first slide deck. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. This is what our app could look like. It did create some nice container. You're not looking at some of the apps that I built. They're kind of full screen. I don't really like that. I think that having it shrunk down to the middle of the page does look really good. And it's also going to be easier for using it on mobile as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just paste an idea in right here. Email still wins in 2025. It reaches billions of active users, delivers roughly $36 to $42 back for every dollar spent, and lets you send targeted permission-based messages reliably drive conversions. We can choose up to 50 slides or 1 slide. Let's see if it can do just 10 slides for us real quick. So I'm going to put the dial there. We have corporate, minimal, creative, tech, elegant, bold, and playful. Let's go with corporate. And we have 3 sizes. A4 document would be like a Microsoft Word or Google Doc type of document. 4:3 would be more of a square type of Instagram layout. And then a 16:9, we'll keep it on that. And then we will generate deck and see if it can actually create our deck for us. We'll be right back. Okay, so what are we looking at? This is what it created for us. The slides are on the right side over here. Can we click to the different slides? Yes, we can. It did create simple slides, but it did work. This is actually pretty cool. We can export this. We can present in full screen. So let's come down here. We could look at our slide deck like this. Let me scroll down like that. Okay, so then you have like a little arrow right here. You could go and present like this. We could come up here and push the present button. It does take us into a different kind of screen view. Clicking doesn't do anything. We can push the arrow button, the arrow keys here. I am going to try to zoom out. Zooming out isn't working and zooming in isn't working either. We would need to rework this because we're not able to scroll down and see the entire preview screen right here. But it does technically create a view. You can see what slide you're on right there as well. So you have your targeted messaging, email permission-based engagement, driving conversions, stylized, like right there, text coming down and so forth. So we did get that. We would need to work on the full screen a little bit. I do like being able to even just come in here and click on whichever one you are looking at right there. And then finally, let's just see if the export button works. A PowerPoint or export to Google Slides. So we'll download it as a PowerPoint. And then let's see, export functionality requires backend integration. Okay, so we would need to build the backend functions for this, which we could do. I have had to do this for some of the other apps that I built, but I'm not going to do that in this particular tutorial. Can we export this? Yeah. Okay. So we'd have to have the full back end, but that is it, guys. I mean, what do you guys think? You can create an app like this. It's going to need a little bit more work, right? Back end functions and so forth, we're going to have to create, but essentially, did it actually create a slide deck right here for us? It absolutely did. The AI wrote this based on one simple prompt that we gave, and it's a nice, simple slide deck. Now, if we wanted to really take this to the next level and actually have people pay for it, I think we'd have to do a little bit more than this. All of this is pretty impressive, and I could see using this as personal use, but we would probably want to somehow incorporate AI images into this, being able to add AI images and add an API key and so forth. Each slide or every other slide could have an image that's related to the text, would make it even that much more powerful. Let's go back. I'm going to paste the same thing in that we just did, and we can go with 10. Actually, let's go with 5. I just want this to be a faster test. Let's see if we could go with creative. I don't know what it's going to do for creative or playful, but let's go with creative and change this to a document size and generate the slide deck and see if it can handle these settings. Okay, perfect. So here we are. And this is the slide. It is in a different size, obviously. Click the present button. We definitely would need this to be presented a little bit different. Like I would want to be able to zoom out. So we could tell the AI that we want to be able to zoom out. Certainly, this is what it could look like. So you have your return on investment. Obviously, we have no other text right here, but the size did change. There you have it, guys. There's your brand deck creator right over here. And it does create this into the database. So you can actually go in and take a look at what you've created before. You go to home, you have all the different slide decks that you have created in the past. It already created the database and saved these for us. That's what I like about Base 44. All we'd have to do is say, hey, implement Google Auth, and it would do that quickly. I've used other apps where I've actually tested them out and not even made the video for you guys because I couldn't even get past the Google Auth phase. I mean, we couldn't even log into the app that the softwares, some of those other softwares that other big YouTubers are promoting. And I went and tried to create just a simple apps. The web apps did not perform for me. So I don't bring that content to you and try to promote those crappy tools. This one still is my favorite, but of course there are a lot of new kids on the block. There are a lot of other apps coming out daily. Let me know if there's any of these no code vibe coding web app building tools that you want me to test out. I'd be happy to do that. Just type those in the comments below. Also, if you watch the entire video, just type in brand deck. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.